I've only just bought this and I'm already annoyed. Why is the word Nest printed on the box for this product? It's not a thermostat. When Google bought Nest, they must have been like, now that we've bought Nest, should we start rebranding their products to Google Home Thermostat? What? Of course not! Start rebranding all of our products to Nest! No, wait. Only do half of them. Seriously, this is a Nest Audio, but this is a Google Home Max. This is a Google Home Mini, but this is a Nest Mini 2nd generation. Go home, Google marketing. You're drunk. Today I am going to be comparing the Google Nest Home Audio. We are Google, but we have bought Nest. No wait, we are Nest. No wait, our products are called Nest. The Google speaker, and I'm going to be comparing the Google speaker to the Amazon Echo 4th generation. Both of these speakers are £90, but there can only be one winner. Let's find out who it is. Amazon have gone balls out, bold as brass with their design choices. Whether you love it or you hate it, no one can deny that they've been very brave with this move. Google produced this grey square. I actually love it. I can't pretend that I don't, because I really like the simplicity of it. It has a really understated, classic look to it. It's what speakers are supposed to look like. I can't pretend that I don't like the Amazon Echo 4th gen either, because I really do. I just wish they'd gone for my more innovative coil design. With our new coiled design, the 5th generation Echo has 3 tweeters and 2 woofers to bring you frequency response like you've never heard before. I don't know why they didn't go for that. But I really like the blue lights on the Echoes. I always have. They give you this Star Trek vibe that you just don't get from the Google speaker. And the Google speaker, although the 4-light thing is kind of plain and played out, it looks better as an understated design in more rooms than the Amazon Echo will. The Amazon Echo looks fine in a room like this, but looks a bit weird on a posh shelf. That being the case, I think the winner for this round is Google. The setup process for Amazon speakers has gotten a little bit spooky these days. You kind of plug them in and they're like, "Hello Paul, would you like to buy more books about how to make friends? You loser." If you've ever owned an Amazon speaker before, this little psychopath already knows exactly who you are, it knows your Wi-Fi password already, and if you've ever bought underwear from Amazon, it probably knows what colour underpants you've got on. The Google Home speaker, on the other hand, is like, who the f*** are you? Are you waiting on me? Should I press a button in here? Oh, you wanted to set up a speaker? Please press the plus button and traverse our incredibly ambiguous menu system that hasn't changed in 5 years. Please wait for a preposterously long amount of time whilst we hypnotise you with this animation. Did you hear a sound? Now agree to terms. Now agree to permissions. Now agree to voice match data. Here are some ugly animations. I'm brand new, but somehow very old and need an update. Please update me while I show you some terribly ugly animations. I'm not exaggerating. I had to agree to about 10 different things. I feel like I've just gone into business with Google. If you're looking for a clear winner, as creepy as Amazon is, they have won the setup process round, hands down. We all know that Amazon's AI is as dumb as a box of rocks. Check this out.
Okay.
Who played Captain Picard?
Jean-Luc Picard was played by Jim Meskimen in Mad, David Birkin in Rascals, Marcus Nash in Star Trek, The Next Generation, Seth Green in Robot Chicken, and Patrick Stewart.
Oh yes, Patrick Stewart, the afterthought, the last one we'd possibly think of. Patrick Stewart at the end of that list. Patrick Stewart is a national treasure! This isn't worth debating. It is a well-known fact that Google has the better AI. The winner for this round is Google. And now, a word from our sponsor! Are you a scrawny little nerd stuck in your room because the apocalypse is outside? Not anymore! There's a fantasy land of sorcerers, knights, and elves that live in your magical glowing doodad! Yes, I know that's insane. In the magical world of Teleria, you can collect up to 500 champions, some of which are women. I particularly enjoy the satisfaction one gets from stuffing his opponent's head in. Take that, madam! I also enjoy a quick trip to the tavern where I can upgrade my champion, because top scientists agree, alcohol builds stronger bones and teeth. This character has consumed a lot of alcohol. He has been leveled up to the size of an indestructible behemoth. I will destroy you because you are an utter bounder and a cad. Raid now has its biggest update ever with Doom Tower, which is a giant 120 floors of secret challenge rooms, 12 badass bosses, and 14 awesome new champions. Become some kind of orc elf fantasy man today, and Raid will give you 50,000 silver, 50 gems, 1 energy refill, 1 clan boss key, 5 mystery shards, 1 day XP booster, and 1 free shaman champion. Crikey, she looks like she'll teach you a thing or two about shamaning. She's a shaman! All this treasure is exclusive to new players and will be waiting for you here for the next 30 days. Congratulations, you're rich! You can find me in-game under the glorious username of Balthasar, Destroyer of Worlds. And if you're quick about it, you can join my clan. And now back to our main feature. I'm going to let you have a listen for yourself for the differences between these two speakers using my mate Derek the binaural microphone. You will need a decent set of headphones to be able to appreciate the sonic characters of each. Take it away, Derek. Is that a take it away, Derek, a good lead into this segment? I am both the musician and the audio engineer for that piece of music, and I'm not telling you that to show off. Ooh, look at me, I made an album. I'm just trying to get you to appreciate that I know what the instruments should sound like because I'm the person that engineered them. I spent hours and hours and hours over every snare drum and cymbal and guitar part and vocal. Every part of this song is well embedded in my brain, and so I know when a set of speakers sounds like I intended it as the artist and the engineer. Before we start, I wanted to tell you that the Google speaker would actually be my new champion if it wasn't for just how good the Amazon Echo 4th Gen is. The Google speaker actually beats my JBL Pulse 4s, so none of this is a knock on Google. It is the best speaker they've ever created, and it would be my reigning champion if the Amazon Echo wasn't so astoundingly good. And I don't want to bore you to death with the science aspect of this, but what I did in simple terms was I measured the EQ range of both of those recordings so that I would have graphical data to work from for both the Google speaker and the Amazon speaker. I then took the graphical data and layered it over the top of each other in Photoshop and altered the opacity so I would be able to see both graphs simultaneously. Now, because I didn't manage to get the volume exactly the same on both records all the way through, what I've done is I've taken the peak where my vocal is and I've married that up between the two so that the average volume should be about the same. Once they're both lined up, what you can actually see is there is a lot less bass in the Google speaker. Now, you might say this is a preference thing, but me, as the musician, the person that made that music, I can confirm there is missing bass information. This speaker does not sound as musical as the Amazon speaker because of that missing information. You'll also note there is more treble in the Amazon speaker, and this is where we have something called sibilance. This is where the person's voice really shines through. Things like S's, all the S noises. sound ridiculous. All those S noises and cymbals and hi-hats live in this place. And if that information is low or missing, you'll find that you get a very dull sounding recording. Just to reiterate, the Google speaker is phenomenal for £90. But I had totally underestimated just how good the Echo 4th Gen is. In my previous review, I didn't alter the EQ balance, and I didn't compare it against other speakers. Now that I've compared it side by side with the Google speaker and my former champion, the JBL Pulse 4, I am utterly blown away. I actually got to the point in my testing where I was comparing it to my studio monitors, which are hundreds of pounds and have a subwoofer. And you know what? It held its own. If you're looking for a winner on sound, Amazon's got it won. If there was ever a sign that Google had given up the smart home race, this speaker is it. Where's the Zigbee? 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 Honestly, you hump the air one time in front of thousands of people and you're tired with that brush for the rest of your life. Anyway, I'm calling time of death on this one, so Google time of death 10th. I'm not wearing a watch. This speaker sounds worse, costs the same, and has no built-in smart home functionality of its own. The Amazon speaker has larger and more numerous speakers, and that is part of the reason it sounds better. If Google aren't prepared to put a Zigbee hub into their speakers, then they are slowing the growth of the smart home market. Amazon is winning the race because of stupid decisions like this one. If you're looking for a smart home speaker right now and you can't decide which one to get, I'm afraid it ain't the Google speaker. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These amazing people here are my patrons, and without them, I wouldn't have bought this Google speaker. These are the best people on the planet, and you can be one at either Patreon, or you can buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I'll love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams. Come and hang out there, and we can be best friends. Here is a shiny blue square to tell you why Google lost the smart home race overall. See you next time. And so I've got to give this one to Google. Google. I've got to give this one to Google. Say Google properly. Hello, Paul. Would you like to buy more books about how to make friends?